The point is very simple. This is a private school. This is government school.
Yes.
Now, these are wealthy people and these are poor people.
Yes,
The poor people go there and the wealthy people go there. Now, if there is no private sector, all is government, they are not only wealthy but they are MPAs, MNAs, sons and daughters.
Yes, sir.
They are the daughters of wealthy people, they have money. So both of them, poor and rich people, will go to the same school. What will happen? Their parents will then focus on these schools.
Yes.
Why? Because they would think, okay, our own children are there in these schools. So if their kids are there and poor are there, then what will happen? What will happen? These people, these wealthy people, will never ever focus on government schools because their kids are already there in the safe place. So this whole mentality, even if the private schools are good, regardless of whatever their goodness is, but in general, this mentality or this goodness is polarizing our nation. The poor people are becoming more poorer. They are becoming a burden on the nation, and the wealthy people are becoming more capitalist.
Yes.
And there is no nationalist. There is no nation. So you are basically destroying the basic roots of the nation.
Yes.
You are destroying the basic concept of the humanity, because these wealthy people will then learn how to become the earning machines, how to earn more money, how to become more capitalist. I'm not against of capitalism. Capitalism or capitalists are great people because they have a great role in the development of this world. Not only one country, the whole world, the entire world, the science and all those innovative things are just because of this capitalist people. But in this process of becoming more capitalist, we are ignoring the human basic needs, or avoiding, or we even don't know about it. So that is the reason the private sector should be merged there in the government sector, so that the wealthy people and the people who are in power, MPAs, MNAs, Prime Minister, Education Minister, judges, all their sons and daughters, all those people would focus on the government school. And that is the reason I think Imran Khan said, okay, the private schools gives us services. They are okay. That is good. Nothing is bad. But what about the destruction of this part of the world, where more people, poor people, are getting education there?
Yes.
So that is the reason focus should be on the government sector.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the point.
Sir, what is capitalism and how it is?
Okay, well, first of all, capitalism is a term which is being used against against communism. These are the human created isms. Human created.
Yes, sir.
There are different isms in the world, like capitalism, communism, socialism, nationalism, planaism, damkanaism. All these isms are basically human created isms.
Yes.
And these isms are becoming then the systems of the world for the rest of the world. All these isms are, in one or the other way, they are good, but they are not complete. One single ism can never ever give the complete holistic perspective of the entirety of the humanity. And that is the reason then there is Islamic system, not Islamism. Islamic system. Islamic system is a system which accepts the capitalism, socialism, communism, each and every isms and its own limitations. There is a proper check and balance system. There is a proper monitoring system. There is a proper systematic, holistically balanced approach in which, like, you as a human being grow and accept the humanity on one hand, grow together, and as well as earn, develop. You earn capital. Capitalism means, like, if you have more capital, more assets, more money, paisa.
Yes, sir.
then you are powerful and you should get more opportunities. On the other hand, if you don't have these assets and money, then you should do struggle, you should do hard work. They are right, but of course, just because of this perception, we cannot run the whole or the entire world. We, the human being, for all of us, only money is not important. There are other needs of a human being, like connectivity, relationship, love, collaboration, family. There are a lot of different things which are needed by human being, and all those needs could not be only fulfilled because or based on one ism, like capitalism, or communism, or socialism. All those isms are very tiny parts of the entire system, which could only be offered by Islamic system. It is according to our perception. Maybe there are other perceptions in the world, and maybe they are right or wrong, but this is what our perception is. I hope you got it.
Yes, sir.
So capitalism is not wrong. You should do struggle, you should do hard work, you should invent new things, just like the capitalist people invented the mobile phones, and they brought innovation in the world, they evolved the world in one or the other way. But on the other hand, there is no family concept, there is no relationship concept, there is no humanity concept. There are two concepts of humanity. One is explicit humanity concept, another is implicit humanity concept. And there is the third form of humanity concept, which is the holistically balanced humanity concept. So mainly, if you look at the capitalist humanity concept, that is more explicit. If you look at the communist humanity system, that is more implicit, natural.
Yes, sir.
And if you look at the Islamic humanity system, there is more balance. There is explicit context, implicit context, social context, economic context. Each and every context is there in the Islamic humanity concept. But the problem is, we never discuss it. We always discuss the things which are even not associated with us.
Yes, sir.
I hope you got it.
Yes.
So no one ism is wrong. Every ism is needed,
Yes, sir.
but in its own limitations. And those limitations should not hurt the nature of a human being or the nature of any other thing. Rather than, we should work together, accept each other, whoever we are, regardless of our differences, linguistic differences, religion differences, geographical differences, or because this thing is stated in the Islam
Yes, sir.
and the last address. Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. You understand it? In Islam, it is already stated there is no inferior or superior than other.
Yes, sir.
Regardless of your face differences or cultural differences, whatever is the difference. Differences are to make them united.
Yes, sir.
Just like these fingers are different from each other.
Yes, sir.
But you can bring unity in them. Look, whenever you bring unity, it makes a shape. Look,
Yes.
shape. All these are becoming different shapes the way you are making unity. But sometimes you hold this hand, hold this hand, drag it there, this hand, drag it there. So there are shaitans who can destroy your unity.
Yes.
You are not shaitan, okay? It is just an example, right?
Yes, sir.
So then you have to change the strategies. So instead of making the unity of these things who are similar to each other, like this finger and this finger seem similar,
Yes, sir.
look at the differences and try to bring unity there. Look, the empty spaces, fulfill the empty spaces of each other.
Yes. Yes.
It means fulfill the needs of each other, and then you will be united like this. And then there are hooks. Look, hooks. Now you drag it. If you drag it, the whole hand will go there. You drag it back. Yeah, you got the point.
Yes, sir.
So there are differences, but how you are connecting those differences, these are different shapes. The way you connect the differences, you are making different shapes. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
But when you look at the needs of each other, it means there is empty space.
Yes, sir.
And there is also empty space. So this hand will fulfill the empty space of this hand, and this hand will fulfill the empty space of this hand. The empty space is your weakness, and this finger is your strength. So with the strength, you have to fulfill the weakness.
Yes, sir.
So both of the hands are helping each other, and this is basically called helping, collaboration, and working together and becoming united, even though there are differences.
Yes.
You got the point?
Yes.
This is the point, right? So we all human beings are basically culturally influenced and culturally divided. And that is the reason we should look back at our nature, the way the God has created us. Because your nature is created by God. My nature is created by God. Every nature is created by God. And that original nature is basically okay, there is no problem. Where is the problem? When we are getting influences from the culture. Maybe there is something wrong in your culture, but you have to accept it. Why? Because if you don't accept it, the people around you would not accept you.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So you have to accept the culture. It means we are the slave of the culture. You should not be slave of each and everything, of nothing. You should only realize and revert to your own nature, the nature which the God has given to you. Who created the culture?
We have.
People. We created the culture. Here you create one type of culture, and Western society they create another type of culture. All those cultures are colorful, they are great cultures. But it doesn't mean that the culture should hijack our nature.
Yes, sir.
The culture should not have that much power to hijack my nature or your nature, the way the God has created you. This should not have. This should not be the ability of any culture in the world who could hijack the nature of other people. So whenever two natures are interacting with each other, like if I talk with you and you talk with me, we work together. Your nature and my nature will create a sort of culture.
Yes, yes.
The same, if I talk with you, my interaction and your interaction will create another type of culture. You know, whenever you talk to someone, you talk in different ways.
Yes.
With some people, you talk very openly. With some people, you talk obediently. So all those are the different smallest tiny parts of the culture which you are creating by multiplying two natures together. You are getting the point?
Yes, sir.
And the same is, for example, if your nature is interacting with another nature, like we are human being. You have nature, I have nature, we interact and we create a culture. The same if your nature is interacting with another culture, for example, another nature. For example, you go to a cold area, snowy area. So what you do there? You make another type of culture.
Yes, sir.
You protect yourself from the harmful effects of the coldness.
Yes, sir.
So you get warm clothes.
Yes, sir.
Why you get warm clothes? Because you don't want to destroy yourself with the negative effects of the cold. And the same is there for the hot season, for hot weather, for hot conditions. You go there and you change the the warm clothes, and you take the light clothes. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So basically this is a culture. When you see the definition of a culture in books, they will define it in many different ways. All those definitions are good or bad. I'm not against of them. But they are not complete definitions. The complete definition of culture is whenever two natures multiply with each other, interact with each other, these two natures will create a culture.
Yes.
And that culture would help them to protect them from the harmful effect of each other. For example, if I am interacting with you, I should protect your nature. I should not destroy your nature. I should take care of your nature. What we do? We take care of your culture, not your nature. Here. The culture. Of course, we should take care of the culture. But more important than taking care of a culture is to take care of the nature of the person. Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
And the same you have to take care of my nature. When you don't harm me and I don't harm you, we both together are creating a good culture.
Yes.
The second thing, if I can protect you, if I take care of your nature and you take care of my nature, there should be another ability in me and as well as in him. Let's suppose if I take care of his nature, but he does not take care of my nature. What I will do then? Then I will have the ability to protect myself from the harmful effect of his nature. This should be my ability as well. Are you getting the point?
Yes.
The first I take care of your nature, you take care of my nature.
Yes.
But in case you don't take care of my nature, then I should have the other ability. One, to take care of your nature. The other, to protect myself from the harmful effect of your nature.
Yes, sir.
It should also be my ability. Then God will ask me, I have given you the skills, all the abilities. Why you didn't protect yours? Why you didn't protect yourself? I have given you the akal.
Yes.
Got the point?
Yes.
And the same, he should or she should protect himself or herself. This is the first reason. The second reason, that is, I should give you some benefits. Like right now you are learning here, so I'm giving you some benefits.
Yes.
But you should also give me some benefits. In one way I'm giving you benefits, in other way you are giving me benefits. Because of your class, you are giving me some benefits. There is a system.
Yes.
Right now, there is a system. Maybe directly you are giving me some benefits, or indirectly or systematically you are giving me some benefits. The same, I give you some benefits. So whenever two natures interact with each other, they should give benefits to each other. I give you benefits, you give me benefits. But these benefits should not be considered culturally. Culture ki munga wayu kana? Chera jimala khalak matlabi di. No, not cultural benefits, natural benefits. But there is a but. If I give you benefits, but you don't give me benefits, I should have the ability to snatch my benefits from you. Are you getting the point?
Is it good, sir?
Of course, I have the right to get my benefits. Not in a bad way, not culturally, naturally. I have the right to get my benefits. My nature needs it. For example, let's suppose I am a businessman. I give you the benefits, like I sold out this on you.
Yes.
Now I need benefits back.
Yes.
I need a reward for this. Maybe money, whatever is the cultural standards for the benefits, you should give me the money. If you don't give me the money and I give you this thing, what will happen? A day will come, my shop will be empty and there will be nothing.
Yes, sir.
Among aksar sizuna work, no, there should be a system, a proper system. Khairat zakat work, that is another case.
Yes.
But how the system works, the natural system works, you should give something and you should get something. If someone is not giving you something, you should have the ability to get it from the other person. But the ability should be appropriate, good. Like Zokhodanashan colleges, no, this is the wrong way.
Yes, sir.
Then we should think about the approach. I hope you got it.
Yes.
The same applies here. We are basically creating a culture. What we are creating?
Yes.
But look at the context. We are different people. We have different natures, right?
Yes.
And the English has also its own nature. The English language has its own nature. So what we do, we all together are interacting in a way where we could give benefits and get benefits, and we don't harm each other, and this way we are focused on our language, on our target, and we become a good, better students here, better learner here. So we together are making an environment. The concept there in schools, like a teacher will teach you and you would only listen to the teacher explicitly and you would not interact, you would not participate. And then you would spend like 16 years of your educational career and at the end you would learn nothing.
Yes.
Why you don't learn anything? Because there is no learning culture. There is only the culture of controlling. One person is controlling the entire class. And the one person is injecting the information from outside into the minds of the person, rather to give them an environment where they could create their own creativity, their own English. So rather than a teacher to inject you English into your mind, just like Thirsty Crow or Application per se Cleave or Blana or Damkana, why not you should have the ability to construct your own English? I hope
Yes, sir.
this is enough for you.
Yes.
So here you are making an environment. What do you make?
Yeah.
An environment. You are making a culture. Which type of culture are you making?
English.
Look at your purpose. For what purpose you are here?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to make a learning environment. English language learning environment where you get benefits, give benefits, you protect yourself, you protect other. And through this, if you don't make an environment together, only one teacher, if you just rely on one teacher, the teacher would only and only inject the content into your mind. And then you would never ever use the content, because the injected content could never ever be used appropriately by your mind. Your natural mind cannot work on this, cannot process on it. How much vocabulary, how many vocabularies you have learned so far?
Yes.
There are many vocabularies, but none of them could be practical.
Yeah.
You could use none of the vocabulary. You could use no grammar. Whatever is injected into your mind. So that is the reason we should learn grammar, but implicitly, not explicitly. Explicitly, it could be formalized, it could be explained, but just like the way Pashto and Urdu you have learned, the grammar, each and everything, that was the implicit learning process.